With the release of the PlayStation 5, it's important to have a TV that uses the next-gen console to the best of its abilities. In terms of upgrades from the PS4 Pro, the PS5 supports 4K gaming up to 120 FPS, and many TVs now have the required HDMI 2.1 support to display that resolution at such a high frame rate. The console doesn't have variable refresh rate support at release, but it should receive HDMI Forum VRR support in a future update. It's important to get a TV that supports HDMI Forum VRR, and you may also look for other features that also provide a pleasant gaming experience, like Auto Low Latency Mode, low input lag, and a quick response time. In today's video are our recommendations for the best gaming TVs for PS5 that you can buy. The best TV for PS5 with an OLED panel is the LG CX. This is a premium 4K model with exceptional picture quality. Its OLED panel can individually turn off pixels, resulting in an infinite contrast ratio. It also has wide viewing angles, which is great for co-op gaming. It's available in a wide range of sizes, including a 48-inch model. It's packed with features to please next-gen console users. It has 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs that support 4K at 120 Hz, and it's fully compatible with the PS5. Input lag is incredibly low, resulting in a responsive gaming experience, and the response time is near instant, so fast-moving content looks smooth and crisp. It's also excellent for HDR gaming because it displays a very wide color gamut, has excellent gradient handling, and gets somewhat bright in HDR, enough to bring out some highlights, but not all. Unfortunately, like any OLED TV, it has the risk of permanent burn-in. This could be problematic with constant exposure to the same static elements, like a game's user interface, but we don't expect this to be a problem for those who watch varied content. Besides its exceptional darkroom performance, it also performs fairly well in a bright environment, as it has outstanding reflection handling and decent peak brightness. All things considered, if you're looking for an OLED, this is the best 4K TV for PS5. The best gaming TV for PS5 with an LED panel is the Sony X900H. It's a premium TV with HDMI 2.1 support, allowing you to play 4K at 120 Hz games from the PS5. It's fully compatible with the PS5, and although it doesn't have Auto Low Latency Mode, it automatically detects when a PS5 is plugged in, switching into game mode to get the lowest input lag possible. The input lag is incredibly low whether you're playing at 60 or 120 Hz, which is great. It has a great response time that results in minimal motion blur, and there's also a black frame insertion feature. It supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision for HDR gaming, displays a wide color gamut, and has an excellent native contrast ratio that helps it display deep blacks. It has decent HDR peak brightness in game mode, and a local dimming feature works well to improve the contrast in that mode. Unfortunately, it has narrow viewing angles, which is expected for a V8 panel, so it's not ideal for co-op gaming. On the plus side, it gets bright enough to combat glare and has decent reflection handling if you want to use it in a well-lit room. It also has excellent out-of-the-box color accuracy. Even though this can vary, Sony TVs are known for their good color accuracy. Overall, it's the best PS5 TV with an LED panel.
Hello guys, let's take a look at the Nano 90. This TV uses full array local dimming, which means that it's backlit and working in zones to dim the light where there's no need for it. Other TVs might use edge LED, and that technology is cheaper, but it also can have some difficulties to give you a good picture quality. As a full array local dimming TV can control the light better, you will get a great picture quality both at daytime but also at night. A processor in a TV is really important these days, since it works a lot like a processor in a computer. Our Alpha 7 Generation 3 works specifically with enhancing the picture quality, such as upscaling, movement, image enhancement, and noise reduction. But it's not only about the picture quality, it also gives you a better sound and a faster smart TV that switches quickly between apps and gives you more details. All in all, the better processor, the better TV experience you will get. Nano 90 also supports the new HDMI 2.1 standard. For gamers, this means that you get a higher frame rate, and that means better and smoother gaming experience. And don't forget that HDMI 2.1 is going to be used on the new consoles that are coming out this year. But it's not only good for gaming, since we can transfer more information to the HDMI, we also get a better sound quality. And you will get a better home cinema experience. To sum it up, this is the Nano 90, and it's the best 4K nanocell TV that we have.
The Vizio M7 series Quantum 2020 is the best budget TV for PS5. Despite its low price, it's packed with gaming features that most people should be happy with. It delivers good overall performance and is an impressive choice for gaming. It's limited to a 60Hz panel, but that's somewhat expected for a TV in this price range. It has native FreeSync and HDMI Forum VRR support, but we don't know if HDMI Forum VRR currently works. It has a good response time and a black frame insertion feature to help improve the appearance of motion. The input lag is incredibly low, and it stays low even when gaming in HDR. It supports HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision, displays an extremely wide color gamut, and has great gradient handling. It's also a great choice for darkroom gaming thanks to its excellent contrast ratio. It has a full array local dimming, but it doesn't perform well and actually worsens the contrast. Unfortunately, it doesn't get bright enough to make highlights pop in HDR, and it may not be bright enough to combat glare in well-lit rooms. It also has narrow viewing angles, which is expected from a VA panel. Also, it has some uniformity issues with dirty screen effect in the center and blooming around bright objects, but these also may vary between units. Overall, if you're on a budget, this is the best TV for PS5. If you tend to game in a well-lit room, then check out the HISENSE H8G. It doesn't have VRR support like the Vizio M series Quantum, but it gets much brighter, so it can combat glare in most bright environments. It's a very good TV with excellent native contrast and decent local dimming, making blacks look great when viewed in the dark. Its response time is good, and it also has very low input lag in game mode. It's limited to a 60Hz panel and has narrow viewing angles. On the upside, it displays a wide color gamut for HDR content and has okay HDR peak brightness, which is good enough for HDR gaming, but may not be enough for a true cinematic HDR experience. If you want the best TV for PS5 available in the budget category, go for the Vizio, but if peak brightness is important to you, consider the HISENSE.